Hi everyone, it's Cactus. So Splatoon 3 Grand Fest is finally over. And Grand Fest was just that. It was grand. From the beginning of the huge Salmon Run event, of the big run that we had leading up to the event, to Grand Fest as a whole, with the stage layouts of the tricolor map, the new music that we got to hear, and of course, the main lobby that we got to view and walk around, and even perform maybe slight little glitches. Overall, Grand Fest was a massive success and a fantastic way to send off Splatoon 3. But now that it's all over, what's next? Well, with the end of Grand Fest, the Splatoon 3 official Twitter account announced the game will no longer be receiving regular updates. However, there will be more Splatfests like Splatoween and Frosty Fest that will have returning themes. This, along with Big Run and extra work and monthly challenges, will continue to come to the game. Many competitive players out there have been hoping for third kits to be added to the game, but with this announcement, that dream is no longer alive. The closest we have is the updates for weapon adjustments to be added to the game as needed. This is similar to what we saw at the end of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 1. But besides that, there isn't much else we have to look forward to. Or is there? You see, for my competitive players out there watching, there's still plenty of opportunities to keep pushing the game. There are more tournaments for all levels of competitive than ever before. From your low-level tournaments like Little Squid League, from the Ink Up, and Low Ink, to variety tournaments from players of all skill level like Swimmer Sync, Squid Junction, Proving Grounds, Paddling Pool, and so many more. There's also tons of tournaments I didn't even mention that are monthlies or even weeklies that are hosted by other organizations that aren't just the most well-known two of Dapple Productions and IPL Splatoon. They are definitely worth checking out, and if you want to see them for yourself, I would recommend going over to Sendu.inc. Sendu.inc is a website created by a player named Sendu, who has created pretty much the best website for Splatoon. Here you are able to find out what tournaments might be being hosted for that week in the calendar section, as well as the website having a variety of different options for you to look at to help you in the game. One of these is SendoQ. SendoQ is a matchmaking system created by Sendu that allows players to match up with friends or random players to get better practice than that of Splatoon's regular matchmaking system. The biggest difference? You actually can coordinate your weapons and your specials and so much more, because this allows you to hop in a VC with other players to have a more enjoyable time than that of maybe X-Rank. And this year alone, we've seen an immense increase in LAN events in the United States. From your local small one-day events like Big Dapple, Sunset Surge, New Inkland, and H-Town Splashdown, just to name a few, to majors we've had this year like Riptide, MomoCon, and Low Tide City. Even outside of the United States, we've seen events from Splat UK like Splat Pursuit and Splat Vibes. Unfortunately, this is all I really could find myself while looking on social media, but if you know of more LANs happening outside of the United States, feel free to drop them in the comments below. There's truly no stopping the Splatoon community to continue to grow online and in person. And also just announced a few days ago from the official Splatoon JP Twitter account was a grand tournament event that is being hosted, finding the best of the best in Japan for each game mode of Splat Zones, Slam Blitz, Tower Control, and Rainmaker. That's right, there is no chair for it. Nintendo is definitely trying to go out with a bang. If you want to give competitive a try yourself, I have a few step-by-step guides on my channel about getting into competitive. Feel free to check them out. I'll make sure to link them into the description below. And while you're there, feel free to subscribe. It helps out support the channel immensely. Lastly, Splatoon 4 is in the realm of possibility, and we could potentially see an announcement of it next year, along with the Switch successor, which was announced a few months back to get announced roughly halfway through 2025. Splatoon has seen moments like this before. The game feels like it might be running into a dry spell with the most recent announcements, but with in-game events and tons of online and in-person tournaments and events in general to keep players engaged, I feel pretty good saying that for the meantime, the community is in a pretty good spot. Now, this could change in the next couple of months, but only time will tell. That's everything I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next video.